And honestly, I'm so fed up. Living in New York is just so inconvenient, and I'm trying to make it work for me. You know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you gotta make lemonade. And I just try to make the lemonade as sweet as possible. So you're probably wondering to yourself, how did we even get here? Well, the reality of it is, living in New York can definitely be inconvenient in so many levels. You're at the mercy of the MTA, which is a public transportation. You have to walk everywhere sometimes. You're at the mercy of the weather. You don't know if it's going to be rain or be too cold or be too hot. And sometimes you just have to plan out your day because you just never know what the day may behold. It might rain. You might need an umbrella. You might need an extra pair of socks. Like, there's just so many variables that sometimes I find myself that I'm not even able to plan for. But with all these things, I try to make the best out of it and make lemonade with the lemons that life deals me. What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. I'm Dre, just someone that recently just moved to NYC for a fresh start, bringing y'all along the journey of me getting my life together and navigating the Big Apple while living alone. I'm always down for new friends, so if you think I'm cool, drop a comment and maybe we can be friends one day. But life has definitely been an adjustment. I am running really behind to work. I don't know, I still have to clean and I have to be in the train station in like 10 minutes. Y'all pray for me, please. And honestly, I don't even know what these are called. These are just some shoes I picked up from TJ Maxx or Marshalls. They're only like $20 and it was a steal. They look good. I'm probably getting clowned on the street, but hey, as long as I like it, I don't really care. But essentially, living in New York, one of the essential things that you have to do is have sneakers. So this is not where I wear at work, but this is just something I use to walk to the subway station in. It's a little cold outside, so I don't even know if this is cold enough or not. I mean, if this is warm enough. I just came outside. I just came from outside with a hoodie. It's a little chilly. So I'm gonna give this a try, to be honest. Hopefully I don't regret it, but I usually like to show up to work a little drippy. I'm not the most drippiest person out there, but I'm trying to be. So let me know, rate the fit. Now I just have to make my bed up before I go to work. As you can see, it's kind of like a tight space in here, so that my bed's not made up or something on the floor. It just feels like it's very dirty, and like I'm kind of like a clean person, and I just can't afford to leave anything or come back to a dirty house. So So what I usually do is I put these bad boys, my work shoes, into my little bag. Also, another thing that comes in my bag is, Also, another thing that comes in my bag is, it's actually upside down, but the book that I'm reading. So whenever I go to work, I try to read at least one chapter of this book. What I'm reading now is How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you're reading this book, let me know if you ever read it. I love this book, and I think it's just all about being kind to people, honestly, and just genuinely having a genuine interest for people's interests. That's all it's about. But it's helping me out a lot in my life, and I strongly encourage that you go out and buy this book. And they're not sponsoring me for this, by the way. But my room is almost cleaned, and now I can almost head to work. And if you look in the background, this is footage of me failing to hang a shelf. Do you see how crooked that thing is? Like, Jesus, I should never be a handyman at this point. And last but not least, I'm going to put on the beanie. Mind you, I cannot see, so if I look crazy, I apologize in advance, but it is a little chilly like I said, so we're going to have this beanie on. And I think I am ready to go to work, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm actually on my way to work. It's about a 7-minute commute to the 7-minute walk to the train station. Today is Halloween, and I'm really kind of excited because Halloween in New York is just something so different, honestly. I've just witnessed so many things, and it was like Friday, Saturday night. And like New York and Halloween in New York is just different. Like people dress to the nines, like the subway stations are like packed with people in costumes. People actually love it. All the bars and restaurants, it's kind of cool. I've never experienced anything like this, and it's just one of those things that I'm just like really proud and excited to be a part of. Yeah, and I've seen like some really crazy, scary, spooky stuff. Like the reason why I was running late to work today is because I had a doctor's appointment. But like on the way to my doctor's appointment, there was a guy on a bike and he had like a mask on that said like "ha" or whatever, and I felt like I was on the purge. Like I felt like he was about to chase me and I was gonna start running. But that's how it is here. And I think in other cities and states, like you're not exposed to it that much because here everybody walks, everybody takes the train, and it's just kind of like a different vibe here. I just got to the train station and waiting for my train. So this is the typical life of a New Yorker, and just getting used to it, to be honest. I'm a little quiet because people are staring. Kind of got anxiety, so. Yeah, so just a little update. Is currently 11:49. I off of work. I think I am actually unprepared because I didn't wear a coat. I was trying to be cute today with my vest or whatever, and it served its purpose, but I didn't wear a coat and it's a little chilly. But today is the end of my first Halloween in New York, and honestly, it didn't live up to what I thought it was going to be. Halloween weekend was kind of cool. I was at work today, so I didn't get a chance to experience the Halloween festivities. But when I got on the train today, there was a few people dressed up in costumes, but just not like how I had expected it to be. Just a few. Like the weekend, it was bussin'. Like there was a lot of people, and I don't even know who I am saying bussin' because I don't say that word, but I'm trying to sound cool. But whatever. It was busting with people on the train. Let me know. Actually, let me say my New York word. It was mad people dressed up with costumes on the train. Now I'm about to head inside, get ready for tomorrow. Have a busy day. That's my second video, and I really want to make sure that it's a very good video. So I'm just crafting this vlog and just making the best. Hope y'all enjoy. Yeah, so this is typically my morning routine. That's how I usually get home from the gym. I really don't know how to cook, honestly. So as you can see, I just put 3 eggs in there, and I put the cooking spray in there so they don't stick. But I don't know how to cook, honestly. That's one of my goals, to kind of learn and meal prep. But that's a little bit later down the line. But as you can see, this is literally all the space that I have to work with. So let me just exit. literally the kitchen in New York. So, I mean, nice backsplash. I literally have a stove, a refrigerator, some cabinets, and I don't even own like a lot of space. So like I have space in this cabinet, then there's like another cabinet, but there's like 8 other people that live here, so we kind of have to share all the space. But one thing I do credit the place is that it's clean. You know, it's never really dirty, and that's one of the things that I appreciate here. Part of the rules of like staying here as like an adult is that like if you use the kitchen, you have to clean it immediately. So, you know, you just can't make some food and just leave your dirty dishes here. So I actually like that because, you know, if it was my own place, then the dishes, they would sit there for like a day or two. I'm not dirty, you know, but I never had like the want or like the energy to do it. But I've always wanted to kind of have like that level of productivity. I don't usually like when stuff is sitting around for a long time. So it's kind of one of those things that I just use and I just take to my advantage. This is my creation. Literally just do this. Not too bad. And then put some hot water in there. This is me. How we living? Gonna eat my breakfast that I made. No salt, no pepper. Straight off the stove. You can even see the smoke. I don't know who else is like me, but I'm not a regular person, so I like sparkling water. I think it's the best thing that's ever been created, to be honest, because I'm a type of person that I like the little bubblies that soda provides, but I'm not really much of a soda person. I love Coca-Cola, but I'm trying to stay away from it, trying to be healthy. This, I feel a lot healthier because it's like I'm drinking water, but with bubbles, if that makes sense. About to wash the dishes. Cool, that water's so hot. One thing about the water here, it gets so hot. It should be burning sometimes. Gonna do my little dry. Shout out to my coworkers. They help me out with a lot of housewarming gifts, and you know, I'm just so grateful and appreciative, you know, because I'm one of the type of people that I just try to do it on my own, but they like were more than assistant in like helping me out, and like to know that I work around people, you know, like that is kind of like it kind of makes me feel good about moving here, to be honest. Dry them dishes. Alright, y'all, so I just came back from the laundromat, and now I had already folded up my clothes, so now it's just time to put the clothes up. But typically, one of the things I had to get used to, which I actually like about New York, is the fact of going to the laundromat. And it's kind of one of those things that are like blessing and a curse. I haven't had to experience it when it's cold, so I don't know how that is. But the only reason why I like to go to the laundromat is because it's just some extra time that I can just kind of just spend with myself. Because most of the time I'm usually just ripping and running. I don't really have a lot of time to just be in my thoughts. So, you know, while I'm spending that extra time, just waiting for my clothes, like I get to do some extra curricular stuff or just plan out something like on the fly. It's usually like an hour 15-minute like experience. So with one thing that can be bad actually turn into good. Another thing that I like about like the laundromat, and this is like my favorite experience, like somebody really had to put me on game to this. So usually I'm like the type of person, like I do my laundry, you know, I put it in the clean clothes basket, and it just sits there for maybe like a week or two. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but at least a week or a few days. And, you know, it's just that extra motivation to like put your clothes up. Now, since I'm in New York, one of my friends, as soon as I got here, they had said, why don't you just fold it because it's going to get wrinkled? Because I was like, yeah, you know, I'm just going to put it in the bag. So why don't you just fold it, you know, because it's going to get wrinkled. And I was like, that's a good idea. So now I'm eliminating two factors because I'm the type of person that I don't really care if my clothes are wrinkled, just because I'm a big iron person. I like ironing my clothes. It's part of like my preparation. So it's really not that big of a deal. But the part that I like about it is the fact that I don't have to go all week and kind of just fantasize over putting my clothes up, or I'll do it this time, I'll do it that time. Like as soon as I'm finished, like I'm done. Like it's out of sight, out of mind. So I'm kind of just like really grateful for this experience. And not saying I could have never gained it, but you know, I'm taking my lemons and I'm making lemonade with it. So one thing that could be bad, like going to the laundromat, is actually a good thing because I get everything done right then and there. It's 2 hours out of my day, and I don't have to worry about it for another week. It's not like I have to just sit and just stare at clothes for all week. And when I'm putting my clothes up, or when I'm just getting stuff like this done, it like really plays a major role in my mental health. I feel like I'm being productive, and I feel like I'm actually getting stuff done. Because like one thing about me, when I feel like I just don't accomplish stuff, it takes a big toll on my mental health. And not saying that I get depressed, but it just kind of puts me down because I know that, you know, that's one of the things that I should have accomplished today. Or, you know, it's one of the things that, you know, I set out to do and I didn't do it. And it's just like, bruh, like, who are you? Like, I'm not one of those no excuse guys. Like, I don't project that on everybody else, but that's kind of just like one of the standards that I kind of put on myself. Like, I don't like to make a lot of excuses. I do give myself a lot of grace though, because I know that, you know, we get tired and our bodies aren't wired to just be ripping and running. So I give myself rest. I'm not like a workaholic, but I do let myself know, like, hey, you being lazy. We only got this amount of time to do this. You know, you're not about to be sitting down all day. You may deserve it, but you know, you got stuff to do. You wanna have a big YouTube channel, then you got to put the work in. So. But all in all, whatever NYC throws at me, I'm going to do my best to just keep a positive mindset and keep it pushing and try to enjoy my time here.